Welcome to my channel. How are you today? We are very excited to bring you interesting news. If William were to die before Charles, Prince George would become king. Prince George is currently third in line of succession for the British throne. He is behind his grandfather, Prince Charles, and his father, Prince William. It will most likely be decades before Prince George becomes king, but when that happens, he won't necessarily become King George. According to the royal family's official website, the line of succession to the British throne is regulated through both descendant and parliamentary statute. The Queen Elizabeth passes away, her oldest son, Prince Charles, will become king. However, as Insider points out, if Charles chooses to abdicate, the throne will go to his eldest son, Prince William. Because Prince George is William's oldest child, he will be the first in line to the throne when the Duke of Cambridge becomes king. Currently, the line of succession behind George includes his sister Princess Charlotte and his brother Prince Louis. However, if George has children when he gets older, those kids will jump ahead of his siblings in the line of succession. In 2013, the Succession to the Crown Act amended the rules by ending the system of male primogeniture. This means that the younger son can no longer skip ahead of the older daughter in the line of succession. The act applies to those born after October 28, 2011. This law is why Princess Charlotte is ahead of Prince Louis in the line to the throne. Prince Charles has been waiting to become king longer than anyone else in the family's history. Queen Elizabeth is the longest-serving monarch ever, as she has been on the throne since 1952 and hasn't given any indication that she is stepping down anytime soon. Meanwhile, Charles is 71 and still waiting for his coronation. There is no doubt that Charles's reign will be significantly shorter than that of his mother's. Prince William is 38 and will most likely be younger than his father is now when he ascends to the throne. Still, at the age of 7, the odds of Prince George becoming king one day are extremely high. Barring any kind of tragedy, Prince George will become king when his father passes. In the unlikely event that Prince Charles outlives Prince William, Prince George would automatically become next in line to the throne, not Prince Harry. If William were to die before Charles, then on the death of Charles, Prince George would become king, explained University College London professor Robert Hazel. Despite the recent rule changes in the line of succession, the British royal family still holds on to some unusual traditions. According to Express, one of those traditions is the monarch's ability to choose a different name when they ascend to the throne. One example is Queen Elizabeth's father, King George VI. He actually had the first name of Albert, and his family called him Bertie. However, his brother Edward abdicated the throne to marry American Wales Simpson, and Albert became king and chose the name George. Queen Elizabeth chose to keep her birth name, but there has been speculation that Prince Charles will change his name when he ascends to the throne. Prince Charles's Christian name are Charles Philip Arthur George, explained the Constitution Unit at the University College London. Instead of becoming King Charles, he might choose to become King George VII or King Philip or King Arthur. As for Prince George, he was born George Alexander Louis. He would choose to become King George. He also has the option of being King Alexander or King Louis. In other news, the special breakfast that Kate gave to her children. Catherine has long been praised for her poise, grace, and overall fit into the royal family and her likely future role as the Queen. The Duchess of Cambridge and wife of Prince William, Kate Middleton lives her life under a very pronounced spotlight. The public is full of fans and the royal family who adore her and wait excitedly for glimpses into her daily personal life. At the same time, she's aware that every move she makes will be scrutinized against standards of royal protocol and expectation. Even with all the pressure, Middleton manages to stay above the fray and conduct herself in a way that is largely beyond reproach. The tiny details of her existence add up to a larger sense of her persona and responsibility, and even something as simple as making breakfast for her children is a topic of conversation. Not every member of the British royal family is popular in the public. The most recent years, in particular, have brought renewed drama to the family. When Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, made the unprecedented decision to step back from the royal duties amid cruel treatment by the press, it was clear that the pressure of being in this particular spotlight was serious. Middleton faces that pressure as well, but she has the benefit of being nearly universally beloved. Since her engagement to Prince William in 2010, Middleton has been charming the public at every turn. As they added 3 children to their quickly growing family, fans of the royal family have grown even more attached. Now that Prince Harry and Meghan's departure is official and no longer captivating headlines, Prince William and Middleton have even more work to do as the primary faces of the younger generation of the royal line. On the way that Middleton has to consider the pressures upon her is through the lens of her late mother-in-law, Prince William's mother, Princess Diana. Princess Diana was also a very beloved figure, and her tragic death that has been largely blamed on aggressive paparazzi puts the pressure from the press in even sharper focus. Middleton cannot escape comparisons to Princess Diana, and she has largely managed to use these comparisons to her advantage. A royal insider went so far as to call Middleton Princess Diana without the drama. Like Princess Diana, Middleton is well known for letting her personality shine through in the work that she does. Fans feel that she is authentic and personable. Another way that she has drawn comparisons to the late princess is through her humanitarian efforts. Both women have done a lot to use their platform and status to raise attention for causes that are close to their hearts. One way Middleton is decidedly not like Princess Diana is in the kitchen. According to Us Weekly, via MSN, Princess Diana was a terrible cook. The princess was an awful cook. She didn't like to cook at all in the kitchen, a royal expert spilled. An effort to make pasta once resulted in a kitchen catastrophe. I remember Monday morning she came into the kitchen and said, "Darren, you won't believe the weekend. I nearly set the whole palace on fire," the source recalled. Middleton, meanwhile, is a bit more adept in the kitchen. Still, she keeps things simple, especially in the morning. With 3 young kids to feed, Middleton turns to a balanced breakfast of cereal and apples to keep the mornings running smoothly while she's still filing her kids up to start for their busy day.
Kids always strive to be a great mother. Do you think so? Please share this video for everyone to know, and don't forget subscribe to my channel. All the best. Bye.